shell buddies, welcome back to the Eshway Bijou channel as we continue on with the spring and summer shell chasing hauling series down here in the 10K Islands. We're headed over to Morgan Island next. Right there.
Oh wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Colleen because she's really good with that. Like
Tellin. I can't get over how many shells there are. Whoa, Nelly! Wow! This particular location had tons and tons of Tellins, which was really awesome for us because we find them every so often up around our neck of the woods, but everything was just in an abundance here on Morgan. It was pretty special. Today is Critter Encounter Day today. We are going to see stingrays, sharks, manatees, and dolphins here in all of this little bay area between where these islands are and the Goodland boat park. Also going to give you a peek at this cool little resort that we stayed at while we stayed down in the area. Oh, what a beautiful little property, and the pool was exquisite. All right, so where is Morgan Island? I mean, I live in Florida and I'm only a few hours north of it, and I didn't know this place was here. I'm sure people that live in the 10K know about it, but I didn't, and I really hadn't heard of it as a shelling spot, but the captain kind of explained it's more of like a locals in the know sort of a thing, and it's not always accessible by boat depending on tide and wind conditions, how choppy things are. So let's take a look at where we're headed to. So here's Kice Island. This is where we were. We were brought, this is Blind Pass through here. This is where the boat landed, and this is where we were shelling at, right through this whole area right here. Now where we are is Morgan. And then you have Morgan Island, Big Morgan Island. It's a West Morgan Key. It's a little confusing. But from the boat approach that we took, where I believe we were, because we got brought through some water, some little channels and stuff like that, and then we kind of came up in this little back area, and there were piles to the south, piles to the north. So this here is where the captains took us, and we were now shelling here, and our group kind of went this way and was shelling over here. And this is not that far from Cape Romano, okay? All right, so Cape Romano is way down at the point, and this is where the dome houses used to be, those concrete dome houses. So that just sort of gives you an idea where we're at here. But all of this is all shallow bay stuff and little waterways, and the only approach by water that kind of matches the conditions of where we were would be kind of right here. So I'm fairly certain that this is the actual spot we were at here on Morgan, and we were I don't know why Google Maps has this listed as Kice, because Kice is definitely north of this, but it also calls this spot Carr Island and this Morgan Key, so it's a little confusing. But essentially this, it's sometimes if it's choppy or the tide isn't right, the captains can't even actually land here. So this was kind of really cool to be able to go to this particular spot and shell some more. This was fun.
Everyone's going south.
Well, I guess let's go south. I don't really want to shell behind a bunch of people, but
Just say it wouldn't be as easy to navigate up this way.
good. That means less people went that way. So let me kind of just set the stage here a little bit. We've just landed on Morgan Island, and one of the captains has told us that more shells are kind of, the piles rather, are to the south. But we're sort of considering maybe it's best if we go the opposite direction that everybody else went, because if the terrain is slightly more difficult to navigate, then that means less people probably went that direction. So we decided to go opposite the way everyone else was going, and we headed northward on Morgan. We can always change our mind and turn around. Alright, so now we are on Morgan Island. Just a little away from Kice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good to know.
She's looking though. She said after a big storm.
Nice Tellin there.
Will pop up over there.
There's so many of these crazy Tellins. Oh man, this is fun. Huge quahogs and arcs and chalkies. Yep, shells are piled up here. Now going north, it might be a little more difficult, but if it's more difficult, that means less people did it. Now, terrain being difficult is a bit of a relative term. What some people think is easy, others think is impossible. Some of you guys think some of the crazy stuff I do is kind of impossible too. But I personally, on the walker, yes, there's piles of shells. Yes, there's a little bit of a drop down to the water. Yes, there's mangrove and trees sticking up through the ground, just like there is at Kice. I didn't particularly think that this was any more difficult than what we had just been in on Kice, so I really didn't see the difference, honestly, other than that there was less foot traffic and hopefully more shells. Boy, there is a lot of Tellins here. And they're not all alternates like we're used to seeing at home. I've picked up a number of them over on Kice. Check this place out now. This is Morgan Island. And one of our captains said that it's a little more like a locals in the know kind of a come here place. And not always accessible because sometimes conditions get a little choppy and you can't get to the entrance. Oh look, there's a cute little whelk. Right there. Lovely little lightning whelk. Colors on these here are really different. Everything is so pale. It's sort of fun. There's pieces of angel wing all jumbled up with this stuff too, John. There's a nice shell pile here. I mean, this whole thing is a shell pile. Holy smokes. Okay. What's over here? Oh, shallow spot here. A little bit of stuff in the water. Probably mixed up with sand. Yep, he's lovely. No spikes on it hardly at all. Right next to me. This here. There's one you just stepped by.
You guys like this one might need to be cleaned up a little bit.
Ooh. Whoa, Nelly. Wow. That's a beaut.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that's gorgeous. Where'd you find that guy? Right here in this pile? Yep. We figured if everybody was going that way, we'd come over here because maybe less people came this way because it was harder.
Well, the way I look at it is this, is either way.
This is beautiful. You're giving this to us?
Of course. Do you know how many shells I have?
Oh my gosh.
Probably as many as we do.
Probably as many as we do. We got a lot. Anyway, you were saying, I'm sorry.
Just that at a place like this, you know, people are walking, they're going like this. They're looking
for big.
fast, but you might find something come through right here. It's just unbelievable, you know?
Well, it's like that
Ooh,
couple,
look at that.
that
right
couple
here.
that was racing in front of me.
Look at this.
They obviously knew I was doing. I had to keep in front of them. they were blowing by all those paper figs.
Yep.
Every one. Okay, cool. More for me.
So we have some nice Tellins here. There's alternates, but there's something else too. There's some that are fatter and not as tapered. I'm trying to figure out what their deal is. And we got a nice, look at that golden on that. Beautiful Sunray Venus hinged. Great color on that. So fun. Oh man, the Tellins are everywhere. This is fun. Look at this great yellow.
Yep.
That's a really nice yellow cockle.
There were a bunch of them over there, and I didn't pick any up.
I got like one over there. I didn't really.
I
I was on angel wing radar though over there. I wasn't really looking at other stuff.
was on paper fig radar. Parallels.
And where all these pokey, sticky, outy things are. Yeah. Where all this stuff is, this is gonna be where all the good stuff is, I bet.
Yep.
Tellins, I can't tell you how many Tellins I'm seeing. Like, I've never seen this many Tellins, and we have them all over at home. But they're really abundant here. Oh, surf clam there. Look at this. Tellin. 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 I mean, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. All over. Can't put your hand down without hitting one. I mean, seriously, look at this.
I know.
Crazy town. Fun, 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 fun. Now, in case you missed last week's video, let's take another look at that review of the Tellins of Southwest Florida that I shared so we can take a peek at those again. So Bailey Matthews has this on their website that shows 14 different types of Tellins, and there's 2 that aren't even on this list that I have at the bottom. So we have a sibling Tellin, a slandered Tellin, a Texas Tellin, constricted Macoma, alternate Tellins, rose petal Tellins, Atlantic fat Tellins, my swoopy potato chips, the elongated Macoma, the short Macoma, the candy stick Tellin, the striate Tellin, the Tampa Tellin, the white crested Tellin, and the Mexican Tellin. Now, absent from this list are also the sunrise Tellin and the speckled Tellin, which looks really, really close to that Mexican Tellin. It's just a difference in width. Now, some of these guys are small, like this sibling Tellin and the slandered Tellin, and even the little Texas and Tampa Tellins. They're pretty small too, but I just wanted to bring these back out this week. Oh, there's the constricted Macoma we found on Kice. There's the alternate Tellin, one I actually do find at home, and a rose petal Tellin. Oh, they're so cute and pink. I love them. My swoopy potato chip, the Atlantic fat Tellin. I love finding those. They're great. The elongated Macoma, which is cute. The little short Macoma, again, another smaller shell. Don't see them very often. The candy stick, which I'm still wanting to find one of these. And its close cousin, the sunrise Tellin. Important this week. Then we have the striate Tellin again. The Tampa Tellin, which is a cute little peachy orange shell. Those are fun. The white crested Tellin, I love finding these. Oh my gosh, I love these. And then of course the Mexican Tellin and its very close cousin, the speckled Tellin, which is above, and you can see it's a wider shell. So I showed you these last week. I wonder why I'm showing them again. I wonder why we would need to have this information specifically this week on a different island again. Not a ton of super colorful things here. Well, that's a nice one. And there's another nice little Sunray Venus clam. I'm hoping we find some cones and some moons.
Wow.
And the angel wing pieces here, I mean, I can't get over the size that these shells would be if they were whole. Nice, babe. Nice angel wing. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited to be getting angel wings today. This is one of the things I wanted the most down here.
That and cones.
And cones. We wanted to get some alphabets and some Floridas. All right, so already you can tell by coming over here. A lot less people come over here because it's not that easy to get around.
Yep.
So we actually should have good luck here, I would think. I mean, look at the backside things. They're humongous. Crazy big.
That one's whole.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, he has a hole in him. And he has broken. But I mean, the sizes. Look at the size of these things.
One right there you're fixing to step on.
Let's see if he's more whole. And I'll get this little lightning whelk over here that is too. Is he lovely? No, this is not whole. Oh, you can't get over how much fun. And I mean, guys, this is summer shelling, okay? If it looks like this in the summertime, I can't even imagine what winter is like over here. Summer shelling conditions. There's a nice pair.
Huh?
Look at this guy, this pair whelk.
He's really nice.
Yep, he is. See, if there's fun stuff up here, there's got to be fun stuff in the water because we're nowhere near low tide. Ooh, what do we got over here? There is one of the fallen angel wings with the twist, the mud pittock. Oh, that's cool. A fallen angel wing. A fallen angel wing. He does not want to admit he's getting deaf. And look at that cute, tiny little red ruff scallop. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yep, this is fun. Between Kice and here, we've actually seen a few different types of angel wings. So why don't we do like we did with the Tellins and take a look at the 4 kinds of angel wings that you can find here in Florida as well. The beautiful and fragile angel wing is a favorite among collectors who come from all over to Florida to find them. Heck, I even have to go hunting around Florida to find them myself if I want the bigger ones. Now take a look on the far right photo. You see how that shell doesn't look like it closes all the way? That's because it doesn't. That's not how these critters live. They spend a lot of time outside of their shells as well, digging and burrowing. See how they stick out at the end there? And the girl from I Love Shelling actually back about 10-15 years ago found a live one on Sanibel and put it back in the water, and we get a chance through this little video clip kind of to see how they move. But they spend their time burrowing. They don't use their siphons to move, but they kind of burrow and dig and sort of spin around. That's what their little mesoplax piece helps them with. Now you'll notice we have all of this beading and detailed on the largest, the regular full angel wing, where it's beaded and detailed all the way to the end. Then you'll see the false angel wing, which has more lines and not so much of that beading out toward the end. Then we have the Campeche, which has like a light beading and more like the lines are more delicate on it. Then the last one we have here is the fallen angel wing with this twist to it. This is also known as the mud pittock and definitely known for boring. In the Florida Living Beaches book, you'll find this distribution key to kind of tell you where you can find the different types of them. And from the looks of this, it looked like they'd be plentiful all over the place. But they very rarely wash up in one piece because they're fragile and they get kicked around. Also, they kind of like being offshore, bored down into things, in the mud, in the muck. And did you know this, that they can extend 12 times the length of their shell? And angel wings aren't just found here in Florida. They're found in a lot of different places all over the world in various forms. And in other countries, particularly around Diwali time in India, they are considered a seasonal delicacy. All right, now just for fun, let's just dig. Look at this. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. This whole thing is a big, ginormous shell pile. That is wild. But I have to say, We've been to this Marco area only a couple of times. Once about 4 years ago in April, and now. And I have to be honest, for summer shelling conditions, this kicks the heck out of Sanibel. Holy smokes. Just in quantity and variety. Finding different stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't get over how many shells there are. Palooza.
Yeah, you're going to want to get up there and get dicey.
There's a couple of really nice scallops, a bay and a calico. Good gravy. Astronomical amount of shells here. All right, so what's washing into this little pile? Because I feel like this would be a good spot to look. Legit on Shell Mountain. But yeah, I want to be in the water a little bit and seeing what's going on in here. Anything going on in the water over there?
Nothing.
There's a nice buttercup right there. Really pretty buttercup we've seen. Now the higher tide level is back into here, and there's little rock lines all around here. And no footprints. So, with any luck, we'll maybe find something that nobody else has seen. Ah! Little crown conch. Hello, baby crown. You're adorable. A cute little crown conch. Never seen this many Tellins in my life in one spot. Unbelievable. Oh, I just saw a nice worm snail. I buried it by accident. Oh golly. Oh, there he is. There. Nice little worm. These big thick Tellins, whatever these are. There's a nice little white Atlantic semele there. Yeah. This is fun. Got gifted some really great shells from the captains too. Super nice of them to help us find stuff. Nice little broad rib. Wow, he's got so much detail. Super cool. Okay. There's a little baby Wilk. Look how cute you are. Nifty, nifty. Oh my goodness, another rose petal Tellin. Faded and calcified, but that's okay. Cleaning will straighten that right out. Gorgeous. Another rose petal Tellin. That's a beaut. Awesome. Another little rose petal. He's missing half of them though. Oh boy. I want to scan out here and see if I can find some more of these guys. Because these are fun little shells. He's not in awesome shape, so I don't have to bother putting him in the tiny jar, but... Pen shells everywhere. Quahogs and oysters and arcs everywhere. And another one! Another beautiful rose petal Tellin. Oh, how lovely. Oh, I'm so excited to be finding these. So pretty. I am also getting eaten alive out here. I'm trying to ignore it. Getting super hot with this t-shirt on. Afraid to take it off because I'm going to get bit up. What we got here? Alright, so that's a big chalky right there. Little princess there. And again, I'm certain if you were to start digging, you would find much, much more here. This place is just wild. It's incredible. Oh wow, that's one of the nicer broad ribs that I've seen. He's got great color and great size. Look at him. Super nice. That's a nice broad rib cardita. Yeah, he's great. I bet ya, if you dug under where all that stuff is, there's probably cool stuff in there too. Big olive back there, but it's broken, I think. Yep, he's broken. Too bad, too. Pretty piece. I might keep it anyway just to make a pennant out of it. That's nice. So much nifty, neato, cool stuff. It's another spot I could stay all day. But alas, we only have an hour. So I'm already turning around and heading the other direction. Stuff gets stuck in my shoes. Now at this point of the day, my camera is overheating like crazy. The bugs are all over me. It's incredibly hot, and I'm getting a little annoyed with the bugs and the overheating thing. So part of me was just like, I only have an hour here to shell. I want to shell and not worry so much about technical stuff. So some of this footage may seem like a little bit PC. That's because when I was hitting the button, some of the time it was recording and some of the time it wasn't because of the overheating issue. So there's a few minutes of me picking things up that aren't actually here, and there's just not a lot I can do about that.
How we doing?
Not finding a ton of stuff, but finding unusually cool stuff.
I was gonna say, I got a bunch of stuff down there if you would like any of them.
Oh, nutmegs and horses, yeah! And a beautiful lace. Those are great. All right, check this guy out. It's either a sunrise Tellin or a candy stick. But I think it's a sunrise. Oh, I know, they're covering me. They like don't even care that I have bug stuff on.
Oh wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Colleen, because she's really good with that. Like, once it gets to that sort of stuff, my knowledge becomes limited.
Well, mine too, because we don't find these very often. But yeah, it's either a sunrise or a candy stick. I think it's a sunrise because it's wider. I think. But I just love it. It's beautiful. This is like Tellin Central, because I found rose petals up here too. I got 2 rose petal Tellins too. Maybe 3. They keep kind of showing up. So yeah, this is a different sort of vibe than the last place, but still super duper awesome. And I don't know, maybe we should have gone further down instead of coming up this way, but I'm finding some really neat stuff.
Well, if you'd like any of these, or all of them, I can
drop them right there. I will give them all a good home. Oh, horse conchs, they're like my favorite thing.
The horsies, yeah.
Oh, Pass a Grill, I'll tell you. The last time we went to Pass a Grill and we really macked it in April, I think we brought home over 20.
Really? Wow.
Just, and like from pony size right on down to baby, you know, like it was really, really cool.
I honestly, I like them almost when they're smaller, because the coloration's better.
The color is better on them, and then they don't have a chance to get all that really nasty periostracum all over them yet. And I don't know, I just like them better when they're small, and I particularly like trying to find 2 that are close in size and color so you can make earrings out of them.
Yeah.
That is not easy.
That's cool.
But it is fun. Oh gosh, I'm enjoying myself immensely out here.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Ooh, look at this. Old olive. Look how surf-worn and soft. Feel it. It's like satin.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm just going crazy in here. I'm finding cool stuff, and like rose petal Tellins, we never ever find those at home. I found one. It's
so fun to me to think that, you know, even just a couple hours away, you can find all sorts of cool stuff. I mean, even an hour away, you might find stuff.
Oh gosh, even 15 minutes away in our case in St. Pete area.
Well, I mean, even like this island compared to the island we were just on, you know.
Look at that. The
nice
conch. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how when you just shift a little bit, how much things change.
Now, here's what I think is really cool. We're in the 10,000 Islands right now, right? But
right.
If you go deep in the 10,000 Islands, you'll get to some islands where, you know, I'll camp on quite a bit. And out there, you will not find shells like this. Like, you will not find a lot of shells. A couple of shells, and they'll be the most unique. Like, I found king crowns this big. And I found fossilized true tulips this big.
Oh my God.
But then, like, you won't find anything else. It makes me wonder, you know, what's hidden out there, like 30 miles out, what's underneath the sands, you know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you, there's a guy that just did a lot of research for a book for this. His name is Ed Petouche, Dr. Ed Petouche.
Okay.
And he has a really gorgeous, it's like a college book, it's like $150.
Sure.
And it's called The Fauna of Gulf of Mexico. And they basically went around the entire Gulf, not just Florida, but over to the Yucatan, over to Texas. And they found all these new species of stuff, from dredging like 300 feet down, stuff that we would never ever see, might never ever wash up here. That is probably one of the most gorgeous shelling books I own.
That's amazing. It's on your way back from Four of the Islands.
Rose Petal Tellin.
There you go.
There's another one.
But
I giggle when I find stuff that's good.
Yeah. It's worth it. That's why I'm warning you.
Nice bay. That one's fun. Cool colors. Yeah, I slathered up with deep repel, and the biting flies are like, I spit on your repel.
Oh, they don't care.
There's a nice little hinged Sunray Venus pair, and look at the colors. Wow. Like yellow and tan. Oh my gosh, that is super pretty. So fun out here. And I see new mangrove growth too.
Yep.
So that's a good thing too. Everything did get topped over, yes. But look, there's new mangrove, there's new mangrove, there's new mangrove. See, the ones out here are the black, I believe, instead of the red. And they come up from underneath the ground. And if you leave them alone, they will come back. Oh my gosh, look at you. You are so beautiful. Oh, beautiful angel wing. Lovely, lovely angel wing shell. Stunner. Another little beautiful angel wing. Oh my gosh, look at you. Aren't you cute? Finding so many angel wings. Oh my gosh. So different from home. We're told by a naturalist that there are some around up there, but where is Secret Squirrel? So I just picked up this beautiful orange scallop. Might be the last thing I pick up on the way back to the boat because we're almost there. So wow, spectacular morning coming to Kice, then Morgan Island. We've had so much fun here. What a great time. Okay, I fibbed. 2 more colorful things. I'm going to pick up this rose petal Tellin and this rose petal Tellin. Hey! Oh my goodness. Oh, so excited to be finding these. Jeez, what a fun day. So fun. Yep. Morgan Island, a local in the know spot. Outstanding. What a beautiful, wild, fun place. Word of the day is angel wing. So many of these beautiful angel wings. I take a lot of video, but I forget pictures sometimes, so I tried to make sure we got one of us on the boat today. And he never smiles in pictures. So we are looking for the oldest dolphin in the estuary. Her name is Knuckles. She's a bad mama jamma.
Checking it on all the other dolphins every day.
That's right.
Thank you very much. She goes out here and she'll kidnap all the calves from the moms and go swim away with them. Right behind us.
Oh, is she over there now?
They train us to drive in circles all day long.
They do.
Where'd she go, Knuckles?
You gotta work for it.
That's right.
You're looking. Now we know Knuckles' age. Just give me somewhere out to the front right up here. We know Knuckles' age because she got hit by a boat a little over 20 years ago, and she sustained a pretty significant
Right there.
injury, and she had to be taken in for rehabilitation. She was taken out to the Clearwater Aquarium for rehab.
Oh, that's a bus.
She kind of goes between the two companies.
Right there.
Knuckles.
Right over here. It is very special to see her. We don't see her every day. And
Oh,
we
that's
go a week or
awesome.
two without seeing her. A lot of the captains are like, have you seen her? Have you seen her this week? You know, we know the day's coming. Their average lifespan is only 45 to 60 years.
Past that by like 4 years.
Wow.
So they do not go to sleep like we do. They do what's called semi-chemical suicide. It's gotten called in last night.
There she is, right there.
Python and
He's over here.
Oh, he's gonna come back up. Right here, Carlos, look, right here. He's gotta come
Woo.
back up. Right here. Oh, you're gonna see him, he's gonna be right here.
I don't see him yet, but I missed him because I was getting the camera on.
If anyone has
There it is, right in
There's
front of
another one
us.
over there.
Oh, nice.
That's a dolphin.
There's another one down where we were at.
another one in the passage too, yeah.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
flipper dish for dolphins. Good press. Because everyone looks at dolphins as like cute, cuddly. Dolphins are the top dogs out here. They're badass killers. They'll actually kill the sharks. And
There he
that's not
goes.
a fake stat. That's actually true.
Right there. Just at the edge almost. See him? He's lovely.
When you see two, generally males, 3 or more is the pod dogs.
There's the second one right there. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, they're so close to us. them.
The one that came off to the left was a female. We actually call it
Oh, that's so awesome! Oh my gosh, this is magic. Oh, see you later, guys. That was amazing.
trails over to the left over here.
Yeah, I think so. So right here, we're only in about 3.5 feet of water, maybe a little less, and we can tell there's a manatee just off to our side here on the left-hand side, but she's not poking her head out. Oh, Marco is so pretty. I mean, that doesn't look much more than 3-4 feet deep.
Only 3 feet here. Oh, 3 feet.
Oh, here it's tidal, so yeah, 2.9 feet.
There's stingrays up ahead.
What's that, Elliot?
There's stingrays up ahead.
There's stingrays up ahead?
Yeah. Doing their, they got their wing flaps out.
We just take our time going across here because manatees are slow-moving animals. They cannot move out of the way of boats, so you go nice and slow.
Hard to see. Well, maybe that's a shark.
Over here to the left.
Ooh,
that's a
sharks!
shark.
It's you got 2 of them, I think.
It's a shark right there.
Little sharks.
Yeah.
Babies.
Play closer to him without scaring him here. Give him some more survival skills.
Moving across the front now.
I swear.
It's right here. Big.
Right up ahead.
It's a
Where's that
good.
shark?
It's a good sized shark.
Oh, this is a
Really?
shark, guys. Right here on the left.
Looks like a big.
Alright.
It's a big nurse shark. It looks like.
Yeah, this is a big nurse shark. Yeah, it is a nurse.
Oh, wow.
See it right here?
Hi.
That is a shark.
Right there. That is cool.
Yeah, I thought that was raised
That's
too.
all
Elliot.
one going that way, one going that way.
It's a nursey.
So we've seen dolphins, we've seen a shark. This is so cool.
Shark. Another shark. Black tip shark right here.
Another shark, black tip.
Oh, I see him. He's getting it too.
Black tip.
He going. He said, I know what the food is.
Man, I'm telling you, Florida is like being in a National Geographic magazine live.
It is.
It's amazing here. Just love it.
It's right there. He's about.
There. Oh yeah, a lot closer than that. Just came up. Oh, look at you. Hi, manatee. So we have one here, and then there's one over there. There it goes, right there.
Once you get around it, we'll turn around and kind of follow.
There's the other one.
Here comes the other one, right here. Actually, they eat grass.
Typically about 10 feet in length and weigh about 1,200 pounds. The biggest one that we've documented out here is a big bull that we call Henry. He's named after the island here out there. Right, keep watching on the left. We're getting close to the surface. And our biggest one is about 13 feet, almost 2,400 pounds. Keep watching front left. We're getting a little bit closer to it. See if we can. You're out to the left. Keep watching, keep watching.
There he is. Hi, buddy. Hi, manatee. Ah.
Gentlemen, that's the excitement of a manatee.
Go rub his belly, somebody.
It's coming right across the front.
Right
door
here.
now.
Right up to us here. Keep
Right here.
Go underneath us.
Oh,
Turn it. Oh,
hi.
there's your shot right there.
Oh, wow.
Look at him.
Oh, that was awesome. Awesome. Thank you for visiting us. Going right around the back prop.
Yeah.
Right by the back.
He's a nice size too. He got
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was the biggest nurse shark I've seen around here in a while.
Don't forget stingrays.
That's right, stingrays.
Yep.
You guys got just about everything.
All we need is a sea turtle, and it's the perfect one.
I honestly don't think we could have gotten a much better tour than this. I mean, between going to 2 shelling locations and then seeing sharks, manatees, dolphins, stingrays. I mean, this was just a stellar time with Florida Adventures. I thought it was fantastic. I would 100% do this again. Woohoo! This was amazing. I enjoyed this immensely.
Now's your chance to ask.
I do. Give me your names, guys.
My name is Elliot.
Elliot? Colleen. Awesome boat captains, both of them. Took us for a really, really stellar adventure. Put us right on the shells. Man, did we have a good time out here. This was a lot of fun. Oh, you're so cool. Wow. Hi. Look at that, you guys. See on the other side of that boat? Can you see him? The boat's about to block you, then you'll see him again.
You see his big head.
Yep, there he is. Look at that. Typically, they don't love salt water, so
He comes every year.
that is insane. I can't. Okay, we've literally seen everything we can see today. What a cool way to end our day.
Thanks again, guys.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed it. Look at this table of fun from Kice and Morgan Island. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so much fun stuff I want to talk about on the table, but let's start with the stars of the show. The angel wings. They were lovely, absolutely lovely there. And we did find, I think, 3 different kinds. We've got the fallen, the mud pig, your traditional regular angel wing, and these ones here on this side are in good shape. These here are pieces, but some of these pieces are so monster big it blew my mind. Like this, for example, absolutely enormous. Of course, not both pieces of the same shell, but this actually fits right on here, and you can see how big that shell would have been. Absolutely mind-bending. So I got lots of them to craft with and do fun things with. And then we have these little guys down here. These are the little false angel wings. They're just little guys. And this is my first ever hinged pair. So I was very, very excited about that. I almost had 2. Almost. So we found basically pretty much every kind of angel wing that we could find there, which was amazing. We also got some really great fighting conchs, including this little gem. I love this one. I love my little albino. He is missing a little bit, but not much. That's where his shell should end. So he looks like a crab or something ripped it open. But very, very awesome find. And I just grabbed a variety of them. That one was knobless. This one was dark. This one is in the yellow with the purple at the notch. And then we have this too, which has this weird light coloring to it that's reminiscent of what Sharma would call bunch beach coloring, because a lot of the shells over there have that same muted kind of a thing going on. So that was pretty fun. Got some crown conchs. Some lace murexes. This is a gorgeous, absolutely beautiful little lace murex. And those cool little top snails. I really liked these. So fun finding those guys. Really nice. Got a couple of tulips in here. Nice big old bay. The hinged arc. That was super cool. Quite a few of the Sunray Venus clams. And I was particularly in love with this one. It's very faded, it's very sun faded, but it's still kind of glossy, and it's not really like surf polished. So I'm not sure what his deal is, if he just if the sun faded it, or if maybe it was just light to begin with. But some of the colors on those guys were super great. Just loving them. Loved how they were hinged too. Awesome. And I was so happy, because these were my favorite ones, and they got cracked in the bag. So that was a bummer, but that was a cool pair. Got the cool nutmegs Captain Elliot gave us, and some horse conchs. Fun little jingle, some worm snails. We'll talk about this area of the table in a few minutes. The constricted macoma, which is a really cool find. There you can see 4 of the coffee melampus shells, and look at the size of that guy compared to the others. He is a big one for that type of shell, honestly. Huge. And a selection of pear whelks, lightning whelks. I swear some of these guys are fossilized. They have that heavier, heftier feel to them and that dull kind of calcified color. So I think we might have a few fossils in there. I also had some Princess Venus clams, and I know that they're the princess, not the quahog, because they're way too thin to be quahogs. Way too thin. Got some nice gaudy nauticas back here and a nice moon snail. So those were fun. I got this cool Pennsylvania lucine with the ridge in the edge. Although it's a little thinner than most of them, so it was kind of a strange find too. Then we got some egg cockles, some prickly cockles. This was actually a hinged pair of pricklies right here. Some yellows, this fun big fat jingle. Some nice true tulips. We had some banded ones over here. And these guys are the true, and none of this stuff has been bleached or acid washed yet, but I have a feeling that this one may clean up quite nicely. There is color in there and under there. He is a little calcified, but I think he'll clean. Nice selection of broad rib carditas. They get good size down there with some fun patterning and colors on them. A little different than what we see up here. Of course, we got some base scallops and some calico scallops, and this little baby ruff, which I thought was just a cutie pie. Really adorable. This nice big fat bubble shell. And this is a nut clam right here, this little guy. And he's hinged. He's pretty great. And there's a little tiny marginella. Thought that was fun too. And you know what? I dropped that marginella, and when I went looking for it to pick it back up, totally and completely missed the cone that was under my wrist because I was so focused on finding the little guy. We got a big eastern oyster here, a couple of sailor's ears, a little corrugate jewel box. This guy is not the buttercup. This guy is the chalky. He's way thicker than his buttercup buddy. This, I am not quite sure what I have here. I'll keep looking. It could be a frond oyster that's just really wacky weird. I don't know. I really am having a hard time with that guy. And then, of course, we have some White Atlantic similes here. This guy I thought was the paper cockle, but when I looked at him a little closer at home, he doesn't have the paper cockle texture. So I'm pretty sure he is just one of those purplish similes with some fun colorings. This one is too, with that beautiful orange coloring to it. The purplish simile does come in a variety of colors, orange being one of them. And now, I'm telling you, we got some Tellins. Did we ever? All right, you're probably having no trouble recognizing these guys, the rose petals. Let me get them a little wet so their color shows a little better. There, that helps. Yeah. These were outstanding. Super excited about these. Very happy to find rose petal Tellins. I've only ever found one up here. One near Sarasota. So it was nice to be able to find these guys. Now these guys, thick, calcified, not see-through in any way. And I think there's a handful of these that are actually pretty old and fossilized. They're very discolored. And they're very beefy. They're very chunky and thick. So, thinking these guys are little fossil Tellins. Now, I did get a couple of alternate Tellins out there, and I recognize the alternates easy. They're a super, oops, drop one of them, super thin shell. Super see-through. Let me hold that to the light so you can kind of see there. Very see-through. Very lightweight. Ridges on them that feel like a record. So I know this shell because I find this shell all the time. What I don't know are what these are. That's a little wide, first and foremost. And these guys, they look like alternate Tellin pretenders. They've kind of got the right shape for the most part, but they're not see-through, and they're very thick, much thicker. See the thickness on that? If I do that, and now we'll look at the alternate again, the known alternate Tellin, and see how much thinner and finer that is. Really very stumped by these. And here's that point of view when you think you only found one sunrise Tellin, but you actually found a bunch that all have pink on them like that. I was through the roof when I noticed all the crazy coloring on these. Now, the sunrise Tellin, typically they're a little thinner and a little longer. So, I mean, they're marked like sunrise Tellins. I think they're sunrise Tellins. But then we have these weird brown ones, which also is a known colorway for them. And then I have these brown ones, and I'm like, what are these? I mean, they pretend like they're alternate Tellins, but they're not the right thickness, they're not the right texture on the outside, they're not the right color, they're not... I'm not sure what is going on with some of these. This was the only sunrise I thought I had, but definitely I've got pink stripes on a few of them. So I was really, really excited about that part. Oh my goodness.
I even pulled a few out just to take some separate pictures of them to kind of show their colors off a little better. But there's our cute little lace murex with the pink tip with those rose petal Tellins surrounding it. And there's those, what I believe are sunrise Tellins in the middle there with their crazy pink stripes. And then we've got those other darker ones on the right hand side. So yeah, the colors on everything were really, really amazing. Amazing.
Now, I'm dying to know what these thicker, beefier ones are. I really am. I've been all over the Bailey Matthews site, all over the internet, looked through all of my books, and I can't figure it out. But all in all, I would absolutely go back to Kice and Morgan with Florida Adventures. Absolutely, 100% would go back there again. We had a fabulous time. Found lots of cool things that we don't normally get at home, which was thrilling and exciting to be able to find different stuff. And all in all, it was a superb day between all the cool shells and all the cool wildlife. And honestly, I haven't even gotten to John's bag yet. His bag is off to the side, and I haven't even cleaned those up. So there you have it, Kice and Morgan Island.
Man, what a fun trip for Kice and Morgan. Just shells everywhere. So awesome. What a great morning we had. It was fantastic. So now I'm going to go take you over to where we actually stayed to rest and unwind after our wonderful outing with Florida Adventures. We stayed at Port of the Islands Adventure Resort and Marina. There used to be two. There used to be a north and a south. This would be the south property. The north property was torn down quite some time ago. You can see the marina here. Here's the hotel property. And if I zoom out a little bit, you'll see that a canal will take you all the way out to 10K's waters, okay? And then I'll just kind of slide over this way and show you where everything is. Here is where Marco Island is, okay? So your Goodland boat ramp area is over in here. And I think we were 15 miles tops from there, you know, driving-wise to get to where the boat ramp was. And then, of course, you're a little removed from town. So you can go into Naples or you can go into Marco to get supplies and stuff like that. But it's really sort of out by itself. It's the Everglades. There's water all over the place. There's bugs, especially in the summertime. And there is afternoon thunderstorms. So with that in mind, you kind of usually stock up your little mini fridge with your takeout or your drinks or whatever, so that you don't have to go out in the middle of a crazy thunderstorm in order to get over to here or over to here where you want to buy some supplies or snacks or anything like that. But when I say what a beautiful, isolated, quiet little place, just this little gem dropped in the middle of almost nothing.
What an awesome little spot. It was great. And everything is set up in what they call cottages. So you have this 4-block, and all of these blocks have little cottages, and then these they face toward these little courtyards. And everything is Spanish architecture with the tile roofs, beautifully landscaped and spacious, and oh my gosh, it was so pretty. But we're just at the pool here, outside of where the rooms are. Each room has its own little screen porch also, so that you have a little place to sit and look at this pool. We spent what little time we could in the pool, because most of the time it was thundering on us in the evening, so we didn't get to enjoy it as much. But we did get to go in it a couple of times, and it was pretty spectacular. The landscaping around the pool, beautiful, but plus the marina is right there too, so the water is kind of around you on a couple of different sides, which was pretty awesome. Yeah, really spectacular spot, and it was peaceful. You're removed from town. There's no traffic noise. There's no car alarms or sirens or honking horns or anything. It was so quiet other than the thunderstorms, and it was so restful and peaceful here. Absolutely love this place. It gets a little pricier in the wintertime, but it's pretty affordable during the summer, and we had it almost practically to ourselves. There was hardly really anybody even around. So if you do decide to stay at this location, you have a little mini fridge in your room if you get one of the cottages. So make sure you stop in town and get some stuff. There's a little store at the marina. You can get ice and a couple of drinks, but there really wasn't a lot there to choose from. So we would make sure we grab stuff and bring it with us. And there's other tours that leave out of here too. That's one of the tour boats that leaves out of here. So you can go do things from the marina here as well. But yeah, what a pretty little place. Port of the Island Resort. Well, there you have it, our stop from Morgan Island, and a little bit about a place that you might want to think about staying if you are going down to the area. Another fun, awesome shelling day where we got to see all kinds of cool stuff, and I got that sunrise Tellin that's so pretty. I'm so excited about that sunrise Tellin. Oh, it was beautiful. Really excited to find one that had the stripes. That was amazing. We have one more official stop while we're doing the spring and summer shell chasing series, but there is going to be a bonus spot added on the back end of this for Honeymoon Island. So I had initially planned 7 episodes. There is going to be an 8th episode, just so that you know. But where we're going next week is Lovers Key State Park to find some first-time finds for ourselves in the olive department. That made us super, super duper happy. Really exciting time, and we enjoyed this Lake of the Shell Chasing series very much. And remember, if you want to have adventures like these, then you know what you need to do. Get out there and go shelling. And remember, stay tuned to the end of the video up here. You're going to see some links toward the end of the video that'll give you the playlist for the entire spring and summer shell chasing series, so that you can check out all the places that we went to while we were doing this and having all this fun. Stay tuned. Next week we hit Lovers Key, and we'll see you again next week right here from the beach.